Good morning and welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be going over a little surprise. So now just stick around and enjoy the video. Okay guys, so today I wanted to go over a little project that I've been working on in the background. Now obviously you can tell by the thumbnail that it is an add-on, and to be honest this is called the WorthIt add-on. And let me just give you a little bit of a backstory before we get into the mechanics of how the add-on works. Now, the idea for this add-on came about because I usually get quite a lot of comments, and it asks, what's the best farm to do right now? And based on your server, it can vary a lot. So I thought it would be a good idea that if I got hold of the averages for every single farm for gathering professions such as herbs, skinning and mining, they won't change the averages that you get for those farms. Now the market value does. So if I have some way of getting hold of the market value of those particular items or the minimum buyout or whatever, I can then times that by the amount that you actually get on average, while finding out those market values for all of the different items you get on average for those farms. That is why I enlisted a few weeks back on people to come give me a hand and do a list of farms. Needless to say, I tried to keep this a little bit hush-hush on the essence of what the project actually was, and now it's finally released. So the add-on in particular is the WorthIt add-on, and it basically states what the gold per hour is for every skinning, mining and herb farm in the game based upon the average that you get on average for those different types of farms. Now, that being the case, let's run through how this add-on works. Number one, you first go to Curse or your Twitch account and download it through the curseforge.com. Now, other than that, once you have actually downloaded the add-on in particular, now all you have to do after downloading is pulling up the UI. This can be done by a simple slash command such as /wit space config. This is up on the screen right now along with the UI. This actually opens up the UI, and you are more than welcome to shove that into a macro where you can just press a button. I will be integrating something a bit later on, which will be something that goes onto your mini-map, so you can just press that instead. But at this moment in time, this is the rudimentary form to get to the UI. Now, when you're in the UI, you are confronted with a load of different types of buttons. Now, these buttons are in particular, and it's basically what it says on the tin. I didn't want anything fancy or any fancy graphics or anything. I wanted it to do its actual primary job. Now when you click on mining, it will provide you with every single mining farm along with the gold per hour based upon your server's market. So that would be the averages of what you get for that farm times by the amount of gold that all the different items are worth added together, giving you a gold per hour that updates every time TSM updates. Which brings me on to my next point. This actually runs only on TSM 3 or 4. You cannot use it using the Undermine journal. I am considering using that as well, but as it stands at this moment in time, it will not run unless you have TSM 3 or 4. Now, this can be done for all three of the different ones. There is a button called Flip, which is in process of being done, and it's got a load of handy little flip bits to see if you can make any gold with flipping as well. Now these gold per hour averages are an average of what you're going to get per hour, not necessarily exactly what you're going to get, but it gives you a rough estimate on what you're going to be making per hour for that particular farm, so therefore you can see before you even do the farm if it's actually worth it, hence the name WorthIt. Now I also added a little button at the bottom which does work. This is the bag value button. Now all this button does is you click it and it values everything within your bag space according to TSM, and it just adds it all together and bungs out a number of how much everything in your inventory is worth if you sold it. So say your bags are empty and you just did a farm and it comes up with 28,458 gold and 28 silver, blah blah blah. It will post it into your chat. Now, other than that, backing onto the other buttons, such as the skinning, herb and mining buttons, it actually provides you with your location for those farms. So when you even see the gold per hour for that farm and you think, that would be quite handy, let's go do the ethereal farm, for instance. Now, you don't know where to go for ethereal, say you're a complete noob, it will actually tell you which location to actually go to in order to do the specific farm. And this is kind of helpful just so you know where to go, you know how to do the farm, it's worth it, so go do it. Other than that, guys, I do have some plans on this add-on within the future. I'm considering actually doing fishing next, along with the flipping one as well, and sprucing up the UI to make it a bit more user friendly. Other than that, just stick with the making a macro, such as macro/wit config. It's all descripted in the curse add-on layout description thing. But other than that, guys, this could not have been possible without the people that actually came on and helped. So this is the credits time. At the end of the day, a fair amount of you guys actually came on and did all of these different farms. We had lists upon lists and screenshots and everything trying to get this information and data for every single farm. Now, obviously, a couple of farms have been left out due to a couple of coding errors. But other than that, that should be fixed within the week. So that being the case, the people that have actually helped is Miss Bunnybell, who is my mod on Discord, and she's actually done a nice little video on battle pets, so send over some love to her on her channel, which is Miss Bunnybell. Other than that, we have Link. Thank you, dude. You really helped on the mining side of the data. UPVP, Mr. Fish, Timo, Kasume, and Naywan. Thank you very much, guys, for all of your hard work over the last week of just gathering information upon information. It's been absolutely invaluable because we've managed to cut down over a stupid amount of hours of gold farming, which would have taken me a very long time to do. We've managed to whip it out within a week and get all that data. So the least I could do was spend all day yesterday and the night before just coding everything in. Other than that, guys, that is pretty much all I have to say. Link is in the description for this add-on, so please download it and tell me what you think or what improvements we can make as a community, and we can all work together to make the best gold farming add-on going, so to speak. I will code it, and other than that, have a lovely rest of the day, and I shall see you on the next video, which will be tomorrow. Have a great day, guys, and I shall see you soon.